Ronald the Rules Lawyer here, and I am publishing this video because, well, for three reasons. First, I haven't published a video in a while, and I want to assure my viewers that I, as an outspoken critic of Wizards of the Coast, have not been assassinated yet. And I wanted to assure people's peace of mind. I have not been at my home address because I have been at this occupation of the UC-Berkeley Anthropology Library. And so I think I've dodged a bullet. The second reason, there should be a boycott of Wizards of the Coast in response to the latest scandal where Wizards of the Coast sent the Pinkertons, the notorious union-busting private security mercenary outfit, to the home of a YouTuber who accidentally got some cards that were not officially released yet and was broadcasting them on his channel. They have gone on record as denying doing anything wrong. I'm going to read this statement. They say, as part of an investigation into the unauthorized distribution and disclosure of embargoed product, we repeatedly attempted to contact an individual who had received unreleased cards. That contradicts the account of the person, of the YouTuber in question, who clearly was willing to cooperate had he been contacted previously. After that outreach was unsuccessful, an investigator visited him and asked that he reach out to us as part of our investigation and return the embargoed product and packaging. That is a lie. He was made to give up the cards, give even the wrapping paper, and the Pinkertons counted the number of cards that he was giving back. He was not simply asked to contact Wizards of the Coast's investigator. Then it says, he agreed to do both. The unreleased product will be replaced by us with a product he intended to purchase. We appreciate the individual's cooperation and the investigation is ongoing. This is not the investigation of what they just did. It's the investigation, earlier in the paragraph, of the unauthorized distribution and disclosure. It's an investigation of the YouTuber. Now, why am I calling for boycotting Wizards of the Coast? We just had this debacle where Wizards of the Coast tried to revoke a long-standing promise to third-party publishers that they can publish for and support the D&D game. They walked back on that. However, they've tipped their hand as to what their real intentions are. And although they're assuring people that the next edition of D&D will be published under the Creative Commons, even if they were to do what they're saying, the system reference document will be extremely limited, and assuredly they're going to make it so that you can only truly get the full options through their VTT. But on top of that, we have this. And this is not about one egregious incident. This is about their decision to work with the Pinkertons and their relationship with them. The tabletop industry just got a shot in the arm when workers at Paizo, the company that publishes Starfinder and Pathfinder, unionized. This article from Wired.com from 2021, during the unionization drive, is about the low pay and benefit that workers at Paizo, but also Wizards of the Coast, were receiving. Although I'm not aware of an official effort to unionize the workers within Wizards of the Coast, this article does quote somebody. One worker said getting hired at Wizards of the Coast felt like winning the lottery, but now, after years of low pay and long hours, they view that initial enthusiasm as naive. Sending the Pinkertons, which, by the way, their motto is "We never sleep," is a deliberate decision. Any company facing a YouTuber who is releasing or showing product ahead of an official release date will just simply send a cease and desist, use many of the available means in the modern age to contact that person and tell them to stop. They deliberately hired the Pinkertons, who deliberately used heavy-handed, illegal methods to intimidate this YouTuber in order to send a message not only to him, but to others not to cross Wizards of the Coast. And we just went through a collective experience during the OGL debacle where workers within the company were afraid to speak out, were afraid to be critical of management, and had to speak in terms of anonymity. The key leaks that happened had no people who could vouch for them openly, and that was because of the internal regime within the company. If there had been an official union with representing employees in Wizards of the Coast, this would have been a completely different situation. I actually had a momentary shutdown of my channel, and a shutdown of my producing videos that promoted Pathfinder when Paizo had not yet recognized Paizo workers and their union. However, I think now me and other people cannot in good conscience spend money on a company that is using heavy-handed means to intimidate people. And it's clear that Wizards of the Coast's relationship, their decision to work with the Pinkertons, which has a multi-pronged approach towards managing risks that include macro political instability and social and disruptive potential, that surveillance of their own workforce, intimidation of people with magic cards, that we're dealing with a company that is prepared to use even extra legal means to get its way, including the illegal thing that they tried to do with the OGL. So that's basically it. So as for why I'm here in the UC-Berkeley Anthropology Library, the university administration is trying to shut it down, and 2 other libraries, me, community members, and UC-Berkeley graduate and undergraduate students, joined by some faculty, are occupying the library to defend the library and to defend public education. The administration is claiming that there is no money for this library, which is not true. The #1 public university in the world can find the money. It's a question of the priorities. They actually are putting down $1 billion to make a new building for the STEM fields. This is about the priorities of the university. This library, which is open to the general public, features a curated collection of materials curated by the faculty and students of the department over the last decades. And this is supposed to be a public research university. We're occupying the library to ensure that UC-Berkeley serves its mission to the public. So if you want to support, go to the websites that are displayed behind me. Also, join the occupation if you're in the Bay Area. Also, one of the people occupying this library is a dungeon master for Dungeons & Dragons, and he and his playgroup are excited to learn Pathfinder. So I am actually going to be GMing the Pathfinder beginner box for them later this week. So letting my viewers know that I am not forgetting any of the causes that I am fighting for. Watch the other videos I've done on the OGL debacle, and like and subscribe. And yeah, that's it. I have been Ronald the Rules Layer, and I'll see you next time.